This is a digital EMC sign. How does this work?
Wait, you don't know?
Here's an example of a fine EMC, electronic message center. We build some of the finest in the world, best in Texas, and you can get them all day long.
Every day we look at signs. Some are beautiful, others not so much. For a business, any business, a good sign is crucial. So where does a good sign come from? Who creates these tantalizing works of art? In the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, it's done right here by the people at Signs Manufacturing, the people we call the Sign Dogs.
So this is a digital sign, also known as an EMC, although this one's not squared, it's rectangular. You get dad jokes with us, sorry.
Gotta be something.
So if you look at these, you have tons of LEDs on the face of this sign. This little 1 foot by 1 foot square probably has 1,600 LEDs on it. So this sign altogether has over 20,000 LEDs on it. It's a lot of LEDs, but that's what it takes to get all your little messages up there. Each one of these little pixels is controlled by a computer, tells it, that pixel I want to light up orange, and then the colors combine together to make it orange. And that's how you get all your images on all these signs. So much of this type of a sign isn't like normal sign company stuff. It's not neon and steel, it's computer programming.
If your electronic sign needs service, call a professional.
Which is why so few sign companies know how to do anything with this. This is a computer, it's not a sign. Who knew that filming would be so dangerous? So this is a completed EMC, just ready to go up. You can see from a distance all these little pixels that you may not be able to see on your little screen. They form this welcome message. That's how you get this. You know, these signs are great for pretty much any business that has a dynamic message they want to get out, like welcome, or this is when our church services are, or, you know, go Cowboys, or whatever. Take your pick. These are great signs, and they've become kind of a staple for newer businesses.
Here we go, in highly technical terms. EMCs rock!
This sign is unique, but it says unique Monday, Tuesday, Friday night, during the Super Bowl, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It always says unique. Now, these signs are what we call dynamic. They change messages.
You can go crazy with it.
You can say whatever you want, whenever you want, from anywhere you want. So you can change the message from home.
We actually had one customer who went so crazy with it that the city came and told him he had to take some of his messages off. It was too distracting to traffic.
These types of signs are so much more effective at getting a company's message across than the static sign. No matter how good it looks, it's still static. That so many companies are going to these digital signs. It's the future.
Installing an EMC. It's not really that difficult. I mean, they usually go up pretty easy. They're one of the easier signs to install. They're all self-contained. You usually have a way to figure it out to mount them wherever you're mounting them, and it's all pre-planned, so they go up really easy. Servicing EMCs. We got trained technicians to go out to work on these EMCs. The hardware issues, software issues. They're trained to deal with both issues on the sign, communication, part replacement, and they're pretty good at it. JJ, man, he's my favorite EMC tech. He has the brain for it, and he has the mindset to go out there and get it done, and he's really good with people. He's easygoing, so he gets along with people out there really nice, and got nothing but compliments from the people with him when he's giving the class on utilizing software on it. He's just a good kid. When you actually got to go in there and get into the software and figure it out yourself, JJ's my guy for that.
Does JJ have any talents?
Does JJ have any talents? Wow, here he can rap.
So where did all of this start? Well, way back when you had all those little incandescent bulbs. So you had a sign that was a digital sign, had 1,000 little incandescent bulbs all over the place. And that was great, but every time you go out there and you have a problem with that sign, you go out there and if you have 200 bulbs you have to replace. They didn't last all that long. So then LEDs come about, and so you see all these little red digital signs, and those are really good because those don't have all the maintenance problems that those incandescent bulbs did. But the red LEDs were developed for the auto industry, and so that's what got these signs from incandescence into LEDs in the first place, is because the auto industry developed all these red LEDs for brake lights and stuff. And so the sign industry, being creative as it is, started using those on their signs. But now we've got the full color ones. So now, not only do we get to display messages, but we get to display images and all kinds of changing colors, and the software's gotten better so we can do animations and things. And the whole digital sign industry has really taken a leap forward. Now Cowboys Stadium has this humongous screen up there over everybody's eyes, and you watch the entire football game like this. That's what you do.
Well, in the beginning, God was hanging out and it was there was nothingness. And then he said, let there be light. And there were EMCs.
EMCs, where they first start. I had one over in Fort Worth I worked on that was really weird. And it was a magnetized something or other. It ran across the face and it would flip little metal covers on the, I don't really know how it worked. I think some of the first ones I worked on were mostly where they had the screw-in bulbs, and they would display a message through the, I really don't know how they got each bulb to light up or whatever, but if you had to go out there and change bulbs, you would wear your arms out, unscrewing, screwing in, unscrewing, screwing in, because the sign literally had thousands of bulbs on the front of it. And now we've gotten to what we call the good stuff. A lot easier to work on, a lot easier parts to change, doesn't take near as long to service an EMC anymore, and they do a whole lot better job. They can actually display videos. You can watch a movie on one. They just gotten a lot better.
Well, so why should people pick an EMC? Money. I mean, that's what it comes down to. The EMC is the only way to communicate in real time with your customer as a mass audience. The problem that an EMC has compared to a television or a computer monitor is that you've got to compete with the sun. The sun is really, really bright. And your televisions and things can't do that. And so in order to make that work, we have to use direct illumination. Essentially, we shine the light straight at the viewer so that way you can perceive it.
When did we start with EMCs, actually manufacturing our own? I want to say it was around 10, maybe 12 years ago. Maybe not quite that long back. No, it wasn't. Probably more like around 8 or 9 years ago.
Around 2005, I guess.
1862, with candles. Apparently, I'm the light of the world.
We can build our own. We can make them friendly, serviceable. We can have access to the parts to actually maintain them, so you're not relying on somebody in California possibly to send you a port.
If you had a personal EMC, what message would you display across it?
So what's the largest EMC that we've built? It's about this, but I don't know, actually. We've built so many of them. I have a list, a very long list of digital signs that we've built and installed, and I've got gobs of photos on them. And I know we did the Melissa Sports, and it was a huge sign, and that may have been the largest. But honestly, we've done so many, it's hard to keep track.
The largest EMC we've built would probably be Chad West or Kleberg Marketplace.
So this fundamental question, what's different about signs manufacturing EMC versus everybody else's? Ours are awesome. I mean, come on. We've got the tools, we've got the talent. It's Miller time, no. Because signs manufacturing is amazing. Signs manufacturing has all the equipment, all the people, decades of experience, problem-solving capabilities out the wazoo. If you want to keep your business going and you want to keep your sign working, we're the guys.
Why order from Signs Manufacturing? Because we make a pretty damn good product, and it's reliable. It can be maintained locally.
An EMC is an EMC is an EMC, right? Yeah, no. Pretty much that's like saying a car is a car is a car. Tell that to the Yugo driver. The real advantage that signs manufacturing brings to this process is because we manufacture it, because we're here local, because our marketing is generally in this area, we can also provide the service for it, and we can do that literally the next day. I can have a truck out to work on it. That's really, really cool. I mean, we're talking about devices that in some cases have 1 million components that could break. And yeah, it's new. It's not like they're gonna break a lot or anything like that, but you're talking about a lot of stuff, and you're talking about a large investment. That keeps it working. How's your face?
It's doing okay. I mean, it's a little sore, but where'd Robert go anyways?
He's working on an EMC.
He should be back by now. Maybe we need to go look for him.
No, he's a grown boy. He can.
Really? You know, Robert?
All right, so maybe not. What is that noise?
You heard that too?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, you know, we're gonna need to get a bunch or another order of EMC parts.
Oh yeah?
We got a lot of orders.
Well, I can probably place an order. It takes some time for those to get in.
Hey, Robert's trapped in an EMC.
Let's go to lunch.
Yeah.